A kitten! As I was walking back home with my cousin after school, we found an abandoned kitten by the river. So fluffy! What shall we do? We should do something about it! Hey, Tsumuji! I will ask my mom if it's okay for me to take her home. Maybe she will say yes since we looked after stray cats before. Watch her, will you? Okay. What do you want? Are you hungry? Let me see. Children are basically ignorant. They kill insects out of curiosity, pick flowers, and play with everything. On that day, Tsumuji gave the kitten chocolate. Hey, what are you feeding her with? Well, she looked hungry, so I gave her chocolate. What on earth? I pushed him over and held the kitten. Ouch! Hey, Kudoshi, why did you do that? Are you trying to kill this kitten, you stupid? What? I was just... I hurried to my mom's and we rushed to an animal hospital. The relationship between Tsumuji and me grew awkward and I didn't see him since. After that, there has been an unbridgeable gap between us. Hey, Kudoshi! Finish this by the end of today. I'll be in a meeting for the rest of the day. Again? And could you please call me Narichika at work? Oddly enough, after 20 years, Tsumuji and I are working at the same company now, and he is my boss. My name is Kudoshi Narichika. My first name looks okay in Chinese characters, but sounds a bit unique. I'm 31 years old. I am a director at the company that creates arcade game machines, gaming apps, and so on. He sure works me very hard. He used to be a good guy, though. I guess we can't fix our relationship anymore. Take care of this one also. Mr. Magari, I know you are my boss, but you came here to take over the predecessor's job. So you should at least take a look at this project proposal, and you can add the adjustments to it yourself. Who the hell do you think you are? You are just a director. But you need to know the details of the project to lead your staff, don't you? Ugh. He was gone because he couldn't talk back. He is easy to understand. You are good at dealing with Mr. Magari only because you two are cousins? Or maybe he is just like you when you were younger. Cut it out. I was working for a cat shelter once. At that time, I was supported financially by my parents who loves cats. The story was taken mistakenly at work, and the rumor spread that I sponge on my parents. No one believed my excuses. A few colleagues, including Hashiyaku, know my dark days in the past, and they sometimes tease me with that. After a while, you took a "so what" attitude and started saying, I am rich and elite, so what? Ha ha ha! Shut up! Leave my dark days alone! My boss who spread the false rumor left the company soon after. I hate his guts. You used to say something like, hey, a rich guy like me doesn't eat cheap meat. I can't hang out with the poor people. Ha 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 ha! Stop it, Hayaku. I'm not Hayaku. I'm not a bit part. He always teases me. Oh, hi, Miss Kasama. Good morning. Are you getting used to the job?
Oh, Mr. Narichika. Good morning. Well, little by little, but I'm getting used to it. You taught me many things even though you're very busy.
Her name is Miho Kasama. She seems a bit nervous. She used to be a temporary employee, and lately she has become a full-time worker. She is very attractive, but she is a shy type, as you can see. Even so, I am glad that she is opening herself to me little by little.
By the way, you have a cat, don't you? Mr. Hashiyaku told me so.
Yes I do. I have a 5-year-old tortoise-shell cat. The standby screen of my smartphone is my cat.
Mr. Narichika is approaching Miss Kasama.
I am not. Look, this is the picture of my cat I took yesterday. It looks just like she is posing for a picture. I accidentally went very close to Miss Kasama just to show the screen of my smartphone.
Oh my, Mr. Narichika. Well...
Don't get close to her! Oof! Tsumuji appeared from nowhere and tackled me. That's so outrageous!
Oh no, he's he's jealous.
You make him jealous. Well, this is how I spend my days at work. I'm hanging in there, I think, aren't I? Tsumuji has been in a bad mood all day today, and he gave me more tasks than usual. He didn't like me talking with Miss Kasama, did he? Does he think I'm his rival? Phew. I often overwork for a few hours, but today, it's 8 p.m. already and I'm still working. I'm not worried about my cat's dinner since I have an automatic cat feeder at home. Still, I get worried about my cat.
Let me help you. Can I help you with the document filing?
Miss Kasama, thank you. I managed to finish my work with her help, but it was past midnight. Oh no, it's the time for the last train. But it was pouring rain outside. I missed the last train while I was deciding to run to the station or not. Oh my, I'm sorry, Miss Kasama. It's so late. Do you live far from here?
Actually, I can walk from here. If you don't mind, will you come to my house?
What? No, I shouldn't. I'll catch a taxi and... Another large car has passed us by at full speed, and I got splashed big time.
You'll catch a cold. Come to my house and use my towel.
Thank you. I have decided to stop by her place before going home by taxi.
Here you are. It's herb tea.
Sorry for the trouble. Thanks for the tea.
It's nothing. I just bought too many tea leaves. My mother used to drink herb tea all the time.
Smells good. The color of the tea is good too. Your mother has great taste. Her mother must be a calm person just like her. I'm curious to know. As I looked up, I saw the memorial photograph of her late mother. I got choked. I shouldn't have talked about her mother. I feel terrible. What should I do to make it up for her?
You did nothing wrong, so please don't feel bad about it.
I couldn't do anything right today, but Miss Kasama is very gentle and forgives me with a smile.
My mother had been sick in a hospital for a long time. Her condition had been stabilized, though. Last year, her condition changed and she passed away shortly. I was lucky to have been with her when she died.
I'm sorry to hear that. Do you have any other families?
I had only my mother. Please, don't worry about me. I'm all right.
She is talking cheerfully, but I know she is hiding her true feelings. I can tell that she has some problems. You know what? You shouldn't keep your worries to yourself, okay?
What?
I did something stupid in the past, so I know you should talk to others when you have some problems or worries. In my case, I was too worried about my missing cat. I got very irritated and I annoyed everybody at work. But when I talked about my problem to people around me, it turned out that my best friend had found and taken care of my cat. It was right under my nose. So you shouldn't keep it to yourself. If you get lonely, you can come to my place to see my cat. She's very friendly. All of a sudden, she came close to me. It was a very natural move, and I gasped in disbelief.
Then, will you listen to me?
What?
Because you're well liked by everybody at work and you treat them equally. I can rely on someone like you.
Oh, well... Isn't she so natural to get in touch with me like that? She suddenly returned to herself and jumped apart.
I'm sorry. I talk too much. I have no rights to talk to you about my problem because I'm not worth it.
Miss Kasama? She's back to her usual self. Does she have some kind of a secret? I couldn't hear her whispering voice over the rain. The next day, I went back home by taxi and got a short sleep, and then went to work. You have to do this today. It's time to get down to business, you know. Well, okay, but aren't you up to something funny by making me work overtime every day? What? What do I need to do that for? A soft brown hair dropped from Tsurugi's shoulder, and it was playing in the air. What's his point? Oh, I have to ask Miss Kasama to do some data input. As I was walking in the office to find her, I heard some voices of the other colleagues.
Have you heard about Miss Kasama? Yes, I have. I saw her picture. It was something.
What? Miss Kasama? Hashiyaku and I got curious and asked them what they were talking about. What's this? It was the social networking account of a Japanese bar called Kyabakura. The photo the account posted in the past showed Miss Kasama. The message of the post said, "We recommend her to the customers who like a queen-like girl with black hair who gives you the cold shoulder." That shy girl like Miss Kasama? She is queen-like and gives a cold shoulder? Now we are more curious!
You guys, we can hear you.
She already knew that there was a rumor spreading through the office, and she seemed ashamed of herself.
I can't believe they found me in the old post of the bar. What shall I do? Do I have to leave the company?
Oh, hi, Miss Kasama. I would like to ask you a favor.
Oh, my! Mr. Narichika.
Thank you so much for yesterday. You helped me with work and the towel, too.
Oh, well...
You are scaring her away again. That's how you get the brush off. What do you mean, again? I'm always being a gentleman.
Haven't you heard the rumor yet?
Yes, I have. My bad rumor once spread around the office, too. I have no interest in rumors. I get thrilled if she gives me the cold shoulder. You idiot! I don't care about any rumors. You never know if it's true or false, so you shouldn't be misled by them. Ugh! Someone was watching us with the annoying look, but I didn't know at that time. A few hours later, I was talking to someone who spread the rumor of Miss Kasama. Tsumuji, why did you do something so evil like that? I slammed the file on the desk so loud and glared at him. What are you talking about? You are the one who spread the rumor about Miss Kasama, aren't you? Since you couldn't get her attention, did you try to isolate her from the people at work? I couldn't get her attention? I don't know what you are trying to say, but what I told them is true. He smiled so bravely that I got upset. I couldn't believe his attitude. Okay, then please take a look at this document. As he looked at the document, I took out something from my pocket and threw it at his foot. Yipe! He noticed the funny sound at his foot. As he saw it, he yelled like a dying frog and leaped from his seat. Mr. Magari, what's the matter? Why are you yelling like that? People around us heard the noise and turned their gaze upon us. What I threw at his foot was a toy mouse for a cat. I brought it from home. What did you do that for? What you did was not cool at all. Also, I asked everybody, but her rumor hasn't changed what they think of her. What? Especially, people at this department are all creative and unique because we produce new games and so on.
I like the gap. Will she dub this play if I ask her?
And I am very disappointed in you. You spread the rumor on purpose, trying to deteriorate her reputation. You didn't even think of the circumstances surrounding her, did you? You are just like my former boss who I hated so much. You hate so much? I don't know why, but he turned pale with a shocked expression on his face. You really like her, don't you? Then what about me? I didn't know what he meant, so I answered honestly. It's true that I like her, and I hate you because you are a sneak. Ugh! He said it! Tsumuji hung his head. After a while, he started walking unsteadily and disappeared. What a day! That night, he was wandering around in downtown as if his spirit had flown. We can't be friends again, can we? Why can't I speak true to him? A kitten was crossing the street from the other side. At the same time, the headlights of the car flashed at the whole body of the kitten. What are you doing? The kitten froze to the spot with fear. Tsumuji ran up to the kitten instinctively. Oh no, I'm going to be hit by the car! Watch out! Miss Kasama and I were walking there by chance. We pulled Tsumuji to the sidewalk. He was holding a kitten. The car just drove away by sounding the horn loudly. That ill-mannered driver and this reckless guy. Phew, I'm glad you didn't get hurt.
Are you alright?
Thank you. The kitten went somewhere, and we went into a family restaurant. Miss Kasama, thank you for helping me even though I spread your rumor at work.
It's okay. Actually, I wasn't happy, but the rumor is true, so...
Like Kudoshi said, I don't know her background, and yet she helped me who spread her rumor. I'm terribly sorry for what I did. Tsumuji lowered his eyes and didn't move for a long time. Miss Kasama looked at him and flashed a smile at him.
I started working at the bar right after I graduated from high school because I needed to make money to pay the hospital bill for my mother. I spent money for food, to buy a gorgeous dress, to get my customers like me. And I sold the dress after I wore it a couple of times to buy some gifts for my mother. The people I worked with at the bar always said that I was pushing myself too hard.
I see.
I put on a brave face and took it out on the people I didn't like. I used to be a disgusting girl like that, so I understand why you don't want me to get close to Mr. Narichika.
What? How did you know that? Everything made sense after Hashiaku explained it to me. Tsumuji likes me and he tried to keep her away from me. I understand what was going on, but I still haven't forgiven him for what he did.
Mr. Narichika accepted me as who I am and forgave me for what I had done in the past.
You mean Kudoshi knew what you had done in the past? What? You broke the window of your classmate's restaurant? You were really bad. When I went to her house the other day, I asked her why she didn't trust herself.
I paid for the broken window and they forgave me. But I could have hurt someone if there were customers in the restaurant at that time.
Your first job and this and that, you've been through a lot. She even donated 2 million yen to the restaurant. That was all the money she had saved to open her own store.
I used to lose my temper and hurt people's feelings, so I'm not a good match for you. I asked you to come to my place because I wanted to be friendly with you. I'm sorry.
She was suffering from a feeling of guilt. So much information, but are you still contacting the people of the restaurant?
Yes, the wife of the restaurant owner used to work with me, so they often give me a call.
I'm glad that you already had solved your problem. Then I don't care about your past.
What?
Since you feel sorry for what you had done, and they had already forgiven you, then why should I care? I know that you are sincere and work very hard. People can change themselves, so you should look at yourself now and accept who you are. I accept who you are, and I will try to make you gain confidence in yourself. Tsumuji opened his eyes wide with surprise.
We all make mistakes and sometimes hurt other people's feelings. Everybody has remorse and regrets. That's why it's important for us to talk to people around you. That's what he said. It made me so happy. I think you're also suffering from a feeling of guilt from the past.
As she smiled at Tsumuji, he made faces at us. Chocolate can kill cats?
Yes, I heard that the kitten threw up and diarrheaed at the clinic. If Kudoshi hadn't noticed, the cat could have been dead.
I didn't know. What a terrible thing I did. I'm sorry for what I did to the kitten. I didn't know that chocolate was poisonous for cats then. I couldn't apologize to you then because I couldn't admit my guilt. I'm sorry. His emotions were piling up and he repeatedly apologized to me. I am sorry that I pushed you away on that day. The one you should apologize to is not me but the kitten. She is still alive and kicking, I hear. Okay. Later on, Tsumuji gave a box of sweets to Miss Kasama as a token of apology. Moreover, Tsumuji explained to everyone at work that the rumor about Miss Kasama was false. His boss told him to be careful with words. Things didn't get that serious at work, and Miss Kasama forgave him, so everything is fine now, I think. Since the incident, people seem to talk to Miss Kasama more frequently than ever. Finally, Tsumuji got to see the cat that we had met by the river when we were small. This is my family, Karin. She is a tortoise-shell cat. One weekend, I invited Miss Kasama to my place to introduce my cat to her. What's wrong, Karin? Are you nervous? You were so relaxed when you met Hashiyaku.
Wow, so cute. Nice to meet you, Karen.
Hey, you guys! I won't let you two be all alone in the room. Tsumuji appeared out of nowhere. In fact, he has a spare key to my room. He's got this spare key when I was working too hard for activities to rescue cats. My parents gave him the key at that time. Now that I'm doing okay, I want the spare key back.
Mr. Magari, you often come here to get close to Karen while Mr. Narichika is working overtime, don't you?
I don't know what on earth you are talking about.
I know I'm right. Now I remember you often have some cat hair on your clothes. You thought Mr. Narichika would think better of you if Karen got attached to you, didn't you?
Oh no! Shame on you! Actually, Tsumuji just wanted to be all alone with Karin. However, Karin hasn't gotten attached to him yet. She slaps him with her paw every time he tries to pet her. Shut up! I haven't recognized you as his partner, okay?
You are just his cousin, you know. You have no right to object to me going out with him.
Hey, didn't you come here today to meet Karin? We sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally and end up breaking up with the ones we really care about. Everybody is different, so we won't be able to understand each other unless we talk to each other. Instead of suffering from remorse and regret, we should spend more time with people we care about. That's why we need to communicate with each other by talking more every day.
Hi guys, thanks for watching this episode. This was such a cute episode. Miho and Tsumuji going head-to-head for Kuroshi was unexpected but adorable in the end. That was such a cute ending. I really believe that it's better to cherish moments with loved ones than to be stuck in regret. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video!